sa crisis. The crisis is very, very clear. Covid-19 is spreading all throughout the country, including the Philippines. Ang ano natin dito is there is no cure. Wala naman tayong mabili sa mga butika, pharmacy to buy the medicines to cure COVID-19. It's a virus. Ang panglaban lang natin dyan yung katawan natin na medyo in good health, na walang sakit. Yung medyo mahina, make yourself healthier by whatever means, maybe food, vitamins, but most of all, try to obey what government is suggesting or ordering you to do. Huwag kayong matakot, huwag kayong manervyos, pero wala pang sabi ko antidote nito. It would only come in a form of a vaccine. Gaya ng kagating kayo ng aso, tapos there is the tawag nilang rabies or rabies, if you may, pang-away. Sarili rin niyang it's a form of their germs, immutate lang to fight, to warm our bodies, magbigay ng signal sa katawan natin na merong mga germs na pumapasok sa katawan mo, and the only way to fight it is to yung mga sundalo na tawag nila antibodies, yung pang-away mo sa mga madudumi, mga kagaw, germs, sila yung ma-alert at sila yung papatay ng virus. But until now, wala pa ho yan. So, nandyan na yan. It's a serious one. It is true. Huwag ninyong maliitin. Do not minimize it. I said, but do not kill yourself with worry, because government is doing everything possible to make it at least controllable. But kung kayo po ay mag-cooperate, pag hindi kayo na-cooperate, the problem would start. And it would start with you and end with you pagka ganon. So, yung mga sinasabi na social distancing, sundin lang po ninyo. At yung mga binibigay na well ahead ng Department of Health, sundin ho ninyo kung anong sinasabi ng mga doktor, kasi sila po ang marunong niyan. Ang military, ako, lahat, na hindi doktor, walang alam, wala kaming maitulong sa inyo. It's only the medical people and medical experts who can help us. So listen to them. Dito sa atin, it's Secretary Doke, and Secretary Doke would articulate kung anong nalaman niya, anong bago na pumasok na informasyon, and he would tell us what to do. So it's very important to give credence to what he says. Ang importante niyan, sumunod kayo, at meron ho kaming itong task force, interagency to, kasali na ang military pati police, kasi kailangan namin ang tulong nila kung sakali man lalala talaga to. Maybe this would create a public disturbance, disorder, But tingin ko hanggang dyan lang naman kasi, I know that you want to follow because you want to help everybody, including yourself and your family. Meron ho kaming resolution ngayon, but maybe I will convert this into an executive order para masunod talaga lahat. Ang sinabi dito, ang una, resolution is yung a province quarantine is advised when there are at least 2 positive COVID-19 cases belonging to different municipalities, component cities, or independent component cities in the same province, ito ng national capital ng isang probinsya. Yun ang definition kung ano yan. Ito namang LGUs which have imposed community quarantine in the respective jurisdiction upon the declaration of the state of calamity shall be allowed to access the equipped relief response. Ang ibig sabihin ho, yung ano ninyo sa probinsya ninyo which you have prepared can now be utilized to the fullest with the help of the national government. Itong isang work in the executive department, yung departamento ko, yung akin, kasi tatlo yan. Department, ang executive department, ako. Then, Congress is another department. Independent to yan. Hindi kailangan sumunod yan. May sarili sila kung gusto nila. And the other department actually is the judiciary. Magkaiba kami, pero tingin ko, ang mga trabahante sa lahat sa gobyerno na may alam kung anong mga bagay, public works, tourism, nandito sa departamento ko. Yung public health, nandito sa akin. So sila yung inutusan kong mag-aral at ito nga yung mga resulta namin. So work in the executive department shall be suspended during this period. Walang trabaho, suspended sila, walang pumasok, without prejudice to the formation of skeletal workforces of government by government agencies in order to maintain the unimpeded delivery of services to the public. Ibig sabihin sa mga opisina nasyonal, walang trabaho pero may mga skeletal, yung mga few employees volunteer or selected na sila ang muna to man the fort, ika nga, sila yung papatakbo ng departamento but with a reduced workforce. Ito namang flexible work arrangement shall likewise be encouraged in the private sector. The Department of Labor and Employment and the Department of Trade and Industry shall issue guidelines to safeguard the welfare of workers. All manufacturing, retail, and service establishments are advised to remain in operation during this period, provided that strict social distancing measures are required to be observed by the respective management. Ibig kong sabihin sa privado, labas sa gobyerno, ang trabaho tuloy-tuloy, pero ganun rin, reduce, ang skeletal pa, medyo lang, yung pinili lang, at yung walang mga sakit, magtatrabaho sila, but ang may-ari ng factory o anong klaseng negosyo mo, warehouse, see to it that they are taken care of by the mga management. Huwag ninyong hayaan ang mga trabahante ninyo. mass public transports, including the light rail transits, the metro rail transit, and the Philippine National Railways shall continue in operation. Tuloy-tuloy ho ang trabaho ninyo, provided the Department of Transportation shall issue guidelines to ensure social distancing in said public transport. Ibig sabihin, tuloy-tuloy ang trabaho ninyo, pero ang social distancing, yung distansya mo to the other fellow, medyo malayo. Kasi pag nag-ubo siya o umatching, at least yung germs niya hanggang doon lang, hindi niya maipasa because there is the distance. Kaya it behooves upon the transportation department to come up with the guidelines based on what the health department orders. Lahat dito po, ang pinaka-importante, pinaka-tigas, ika nga, ang Department of Health. Kung ano man ang gagawin natin, kung anong iutos nila para sa atin, susundin talaga natin. Hindi ako, kung hindi si Dr. Duque ng DOH. Land, domestic air and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning 15/2020, March 15, 2020, and to end on April 14, 2020 sa alas 12, subject to the daily review by the Interagency Task Force. So, walang lumipad, ang mga travel is limited, pero itong mga railways sa baba, okay yan. At the same time, observe again social distancing. Pero sa aeroplano po, beginning March 15, 2020, March 13 tayo ngayon. March 15, midnight, from it takes its force and effect. So, tandaan ho ninyo yan. Pero subject again to review day to day. Tingnan namin kung ano ang nangyayari. Kung if there is a slowdown in the contagion or ganun yan medyo mawala lang ng kanya. That is the history of itong mga sakit na ito. They come and go in every 2 or 3 generations. Meron talagang problema itong binigay sa atin at wala tayong magawa.
Iba na lang.
Ito yung talagang trabaho nila. The Code Alert System of Covid19 Public Health Event is hereby raised to Code Red Sublevel 2. The Department of Health has to explain to the public itong wherewithals ng Code Red Sublevel 2, I think, which is the highest sa prescribed ng WHO. Medyo nandito na tayo sa maximum. And it is really for the protection of humanity. the recommendations of the Department of Health Technical Advisory Group in imposing stringent social distancing measures in the National Capital Region are adopted for a period of 30 days from the issuance of this resolution, with salient points, yung mga importante, of which are as follows. Yung mga importante na nakalagay doon sa distancing measures. The suspension of classes in all levels in Metro Manila is hereby extended until April 12, 2020. It's almost about a month. Ngayon, kung gusto walang klase, pwede kayong magbakasyon dyan lang sa bahay. Avoid, I'm sure may mga bagay-bagay dyan sa bahay na hindi pa ninyo nakita. If I were a student, estudyante ma rin ako noon, I would avoid yung mga bar, ano dyan, mga nightclub, maraming tao, where people congregate, tapos nandyan malapit kayo. Mag-ubo yung isa, mapasa niya. Pag nakuha mo, nag-ubo ka, pasa mo rin doon sa kabila. So they try to avoid people, crowds. Yun, for your own protection. Huwag kang, may mga tao kasi na magsabi, wala yan. Kung patay ka, patay. Tama. Pero kung patay ka rin talaga. Wala rin tayong magawa. So, kaawa naman ang nanay pati tatay ninyo. So, better just stay within the premises of the house. If I were you, alam ko na kung anong gawin ninyo. Bili kayo ng cellphone na marami. Wala naman kayong ginawa kung hindi magtulbok-tulbok rin dyan. I mean, everywhere that I look. Dito sa walang pakialam ang tao. Sige, nandoon na sa cellphone. So, we are reduced to a one village. Mas malapit. Instead of talking, you have your cellphone. And that is a